Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's truly top of mind for, well, pretty much everyone, right? From the IT specialists right up to the C-suite. How businesses can genuinely kickstart their AI initiatives. We've been immersed in this really insightful ebook you shared with us, cleverly titled 10 Questions to Kickstart AI Initiatives. Now, what's brilliant about this guide, I think, is its core purpose. It's about preparing and really facilitating those productive AI discussions, the ones that need to happen between all sorts of different stakeholders, technical folks, non-technical folks, IT, data science, finance, legal, everyone. So our mission in this deep dive is to pull out the most important, maybe sometimes non-obvious, nuggets of knowledge from these sources. We want to give you that shortcut, basically, to being well-informed, helping you truly right-size AI for your business, no matter where you are on your AI journey right now.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating here is how this guide takes what feels like a massive, complex journey, and it just breaks it down into 10 crucial, actionable questions. It's truly about building consensus and gaining momentum, which, let's be honest, is often the biggest hurdle for any organization trying something new, especially something as potentially transformative as AI. AI is already revolutionizing, well, pretty much every industry. It's not just accelerating processes and boosting productivity, though it does that. It's also dramatically increasing agility, enhancing efficiency, and importantly, improving quality. And the guide makes a really compelling case that starting even small now, those small steps could lead to a significant competitive advantage down the line.
Okay, so to lay the groundwork then, before we jump into the how-to, let's define our terms. What exactly is artificial intelligence? We hear the term everywhere, but maybe a clear, relevant definition for a business context is essential first.
Right. At its core, artificial intelligence, or AI, describes when computers and software perform tasks, when they learn from data, make decisions, and solve problems in ways that genuinely imitate human intelligence. And the ebook thoughtfully differentiates between two main types that are particularly relevant to businesses right now. First, there's generative AI. This isn't just copying. It actually synthesizes entirely new content. Things like marketing copy, code, even architectural designs, complex images. It fundamentally transforms creative and content workflows. It's really about creation.
Creation, okay, so generating new things. What's the other type?
The other is predictive AI. This type excels at identifying subtle patterns and signals in, vast amounts of historical data. Its purpose is to forecast probabilities of future behaviors or events. So this enables proactive decision-making rather than just reactive problem-solving, things like predicting customer churn or when a piece of equipment might fail.
Proactive versus reactive. That's a key difference. Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. Beyond those core definitions, what's the broader impact we're already seeing in the business world, according to this research? Because it feels like the ground beneath us is shifting almost daily.
It really does. And the statistics from the source are pretty compelling. They show just how much is changing and how quickly. For instance, 83% of businesses agree AI will be an essential part of their security strategy. That's a massive number. It shows a clear recognition of AI's role in protecting critical assets.
83%, wow.
Yeah. But perhaps even more striking, 82% of businesses agree there will be greater human and machine partnership within 5 years. That really highlights a future where AI isn't just replacing people, but genuinely augmenting human work. Letting people focus on higher value tasks, the things humans do best.
Partnership. That's a different frame than replacement.
Exactly. And maybe the most eye-opening stat of all, 65% of businesses agree the jobs and skills needed in 2030. Well, they haven't even been invented yet.
65%. That's genuinely mind-boggling. It really underscores why understanding AI isn't just about efficiency today. It's about, well, future-proofing. Right.
Yeah.
So if the landscape is changing that rapidly, why is AI crucial right now for businesses? What's driving this urgency?
Well, the guide really zeroes in on AI's pervasive impact across all sorts of industries.
Yeah.
It's definitely not just for the tech giants anymore. We're seeing it profoundly transform business and financial services, manufacturing, engineering, healthcare, life sciences, media, entertainment, you name it. But what's strategically important here, and the ebook really stresses this, is that the first step for any business shouldn't be to just do AI for the sake of it. It should be to pinpoint a clear challenge or a specific problem they want to address with AI. Gaining alignment on that objective, one tied directly to existing business goals, that's critical. That's how you ensure your AI strategy actually maintains momentum and doesn't just fizzle out as some tech experiment. It's got to solve real problems, not just be about deploying cool tech.
Right, solve real problems. So once we've nailed down that why, the specific business goal, What are the tangible business challenges that AI can actually help solve? Because it sounds like the possibilities could almost be overwhelming without some focus.
They definitely can be, but the guide does a good job narrowing it down to 7 key areas where AI can make a significant measurable impact, and it gives specific real-world use cases for each.
Okay, let's hear them.
All right. First, decision making. AI can analyze truly vast amounts of data for trends and insights. And the real insight here isn't just speed, though it is fast. It's AI's ability to uncover non-obvious correlations. Linking seemingly unrelated things like obscure market sentiment in one region to subtle supply chain disruptions globally. Things humans might miss. This allows for strategic pivots that human analysis alone might overlook entirely. It's about revealing blind spots.
Revealing blind spots. I like that. Okay, what's next? Second, customer satisfaction. AI can personalize experiences with pretty uncanny accuracy and speed up service with intelligent chatbots. Think vastly improved customer service, available 24/7, offering really relevant support.
Okay, personalization and speed for customers. Makes sense.
Third, efficiency. This is probably the one people think of most often. It's about automating repetitive tasks and anticipating maintenance needs. Use cases range from, mundane data entry and inventory management, all the way to highly complex tasks, like optimizing CGI rendering and media production, basically offloading the rote work.
Freeing up people for other things. Got it.
Fourth, security. AI can continuously monitor data for potential threats and respond in real time. This greatly enhances things like fraud detection, preventing data breaches, safeguarding customer privacy. It's like having an always-on security guard.
And always on guard. That's a good analogy. Number 5. Fifth is collaboration. AI can really bridge gaps, enabling seamless collaboration in virtual environments. This is a potential game changer for remote teams, or even multilingual teams looking to overcome communication barriers instantly.
Breaking down barriers. Interesting.
Sixth, business continuity. AI helps dynamically reallocate resources, significantly reduce human error, or optimize energy consumption. This can mean predictive maintenance for machinery, like we mentioned earlier, anticipating breakdowns before they happen, or things like automated quality control on a production line, keeping things running smoothly.
Preventing problems before they start. Okay, and the last one.
And finally, number 7 is innovation. AI can simulate processes, run thousands of virtual experiments in moments, generate numerous design alternatives. This is truly transformative for rapid prototyping or complex design visualizations across industries. It can accelerate R&D cycles exponentially.
Okay, that's a really comprehensive list. Decision-making, customer satisfaction, efficiency, security, collaboration, continuity, and innovation. Lots of potential. But how do you pinpoint the right tasks for AI within your own operations, the ones most likely to see a real benefit?
That's the next logical question, right? The guide suggests looking for tasks with certain characteristics. It lists 7 common ones.
7 again. Okay. What characteristics make a task a good candidate?
Well, first, tasks that are repetitive. Think data entry, certain maintenance protocols, or even CGI texture mapping in creative fields. Things done over and over. Second, tasks that are error-prone when done by humans, like quality control checks, complex logistics, or financial transactions where mistakes can be costly. Third, tasks that are urgent. Things like supply chain logistics needing real-time adjustments, just-in-time manufacturing, or maybe image and video upscaling needed quickly. Fourth, tasks needing personalization. Product recommendations, content suggestions, tailored customer service interactions. Fifth, tasks that are time-consuming. Complex data analysis, motion capture processing in film, detailed inventory management, things that just take ages. Sixth, tasks that are complex, predictive analysis, natural language processing, image and video analysis that require sophisticated interpretation. And seventh, tasks that are rule-based, things like machine setup and adjustments following strict rules or CGI ray tracing calculations.
Repetitive, error-prone, urgent, personalized, time-consuming, complex, rule-based. That gives you a really practical filter to apply.
Okay, so AI models are only as good as the data they're trained on. That's something we hear a lot. What should we be looking for when assessing our own data?
This is absolutely critical. The guide emphasizes 3 main considerations when you're reviewing your data for AI. First is just plain availability. Do you have the data? Where is it? What types? What formats? How much is there? And crucially, how easily can it be consolidated? Are your most valuable insights trapped in different silos, unable to talk to each other?
Data silos, yeah, that's a common headache. Okay, availability first, then quality. This is huge. You need to look at accuracy, completeness, consistency, timeliness. Is the data reliable and up to date? And here's where a really important conversation often begins. You absolutely must consider bias within your data, because if we connect this to the bigger picture, biased data leads to biased AI, which raises serious questions about the fairness and effectiveness of the AI's output. It's not just about getting data, it's about getting clean, representative data.
Bias in data leading to bias in AI. That's a crucial point, ethically and practically.
Yeah.
Okay, availability, quality, what's the third?
The third is scalability. This refers to the sheer volume of data, its complexity, its variety, and its velocity, how fast it's generated and needs to be processed. Plus, of course, it's security. As your AI initiatives grow, your data needs will likely explode. Your data infrastructure needs to be able to handle that growth without compromising security or performance.
Right, it needs to grow with you. That makes perfect sense. Great data needs a great home.
This sounds like where the rubber truly meets the road for IT teams then. What do businesses need to check about their existing technology to ensure it's actually AI ready? Because you can have the best data in the world, but if your systems aren't up to snuff, you're kind of stuck, right?
Exactly, you're stuck. The guide provides an essential AI infrastructure checklist. 4 key points businesses really can't afford to overlook. First, integration. How will your new AI solution actually work with your current IT infrastructure? Will it play nice? You need to proactively address issues like those data silos we mentioned, or incompatible data formats. You need to ensure AI can run smoothly and access all the data it needs across your systems. Think of it like building new high-speed data highways.
Building data highways. Okay, integration first. What's second? Second, performance. Simply put, do you have the horsepower, the required processing power, the storage capacity, the networking bandwidth and latency? The guide specifically notes that deep learning workloads, which power a lot of modern AI, they often require significant computing power, like that provided by high-performance GPUs. Unlike traditional CPUs, GPUs are designed for parallel processing. They can handle thousands of calculations simultaneously. That's exactly what training complex AI models demands. You can't run a marathon on a bicycle, right?
No, you can't. So you need the right engine, the GPUs potentially. Okay, performance. Third.
Third, scalability again, but this time for the infrastructure itself. How will you handle usage spikes? Future growth. As the amount of data your AI consumes and generates grows, so does the need for more powerful processing, storage, networking. Your infrastructure needs to be agile enough to scale up, maybe scale down too, efficiently, without breaking the bank or creating bottlenecks.
Agile infrastructure. Got it. And the last checklist item.
And fourth, crucially, security. Does your existing infrastructure meet the security, privacy, and regulatory requirements of your AI workloads? For example, preventing something called data poisoning, where malicious data is intentionally introduced to corrupt an AI model. That's absolutely key. You also need robust AI model monitoring processes in place. It's not just about getting AI running, but running it securely and compliantly from day one.
Securely and compliantly from day one. Okay. So we've identified the data, we've assessed the infrastructure. Now, once everything's aligned, how do we actually deploy AI into our operations? Are there different ways to put it into practice, and how do you choose the right one?
There absolutely are different ways, and the guide breaks down the 3 main deployment options. Each has its own pros and cons, which really helps in making an informed, strategic decision based on your specific needs. First, you have on-premises deployment, keeping it all in-house. The main pro here is unparalleled control. You have full ownership and management of your data and systems right there in your own data center. However, the significant con is usually cost. Both the initial hefty investment for hardware and the ongoing maintenance, upgrades, power consumption.
Control versus cost for on-prem. Okay, what's the second option?
Second, there's cloud deployment, using a provider like AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, etc. The big pro for the cloud is incredible scalability and flexibility. You can easily scale computing resources up or down based on demand, often without massive upfront hardware purchases or long-term commitments. Pay as you go, often. But a potential con for some businesses might be privacy or data sovereignty concerns. Your data resides on a third-party provider's servers, which might raise compliance or security questions depending on your industry or location.
Scalability versus potential privacy concerns for cloud. Makes sense. And the third.
And finally, there's a hybrid approach, which, as the name suggests, combines elements of both on-prem and cloud. The clear pro here is flexibility. It allows you to choose where different workloads run based on their specific needs. You might keep highly sensitive data on premises while leveraging the cloud for, say, burst capacity during peak times or for less sensitive tasks. However, the con can be integration complexity. You're managing systems across both your own premises and potentially multiple cloud environments. It can get tricky.
Flexibility versus complexity for hybrid. So the best choice really depends on what's most important to your business, right? Security, scalability, cost, integration, ease.
Exactly. There's no single right answer. It's about trade-offs based on your priorities.
Okay. Always the bottom line question, and rightly so. How do we think about the investment needed, and maybe more importantly, the return we can expect? Because at the end of the day, businesses need to see a clear benefit.
Precisely. The ebook emphasizes the absolute importance of conducting a thorough cost-benefit analysis before diving in. It's about weighing your investment time, money, resources against the tangible and, importantly, the intangible returns you can expect. It provides these fantastic ROI thought starters that really help frame that conversation.
ROI thought starters, I like that. Can you give some examples?
Sure, for tangible returns, the ones you can more easily put a number on, you can ask questions like, how often are errors made when performing certain tasks currently? AI might reduce that. What's the time required to complete a specific task now? AI could speed it up. How often does a particular process result in late delivery? AI might improve timeliness. And what is the current cost of resources, human hours, compute time required for complex data analysis? AI could lower that. These directly impact metrics like error rates, processing speed, delivery times, resource costs, direct savings potential.
Okay, those are pretty clear, tangible benefits. What about the intangible ones?
Right? The intangibles are harder to quantify in dollars, maybe, but just as important for long-term success. A key question here is, what percentage of users are currently dissatisfied with a particular customer experience? Improving that satisfaction, even if not directly tied to an immediate dollar figure on a spreadsheet, that builds brand loyalty, enhances reputation, reduces churn, and drives long-term value. It's about the overall health and perception of your business.
Customer satisfaction, brand reputation.
Yeah, definitely valuable, even if harder to measure directly. Okay, but it's certainly not all upside with AI. There are undeniable risks involved. We touched on security earlier. What are the potential pitfalls, and how does the guide suggest we prepare for them? Because if being proactive here seems absolutely crucial. It is. This is a critical section of the guide. It details 4 key areas of consideration for AI risk mitigation when you're developing your strategy. Being proactive truly is the name of the game. First are operational risks. This includes things like performance issues we discussed or scalability challenges. If your AI system doesn't perform as expected or it can't scale efficiently with your business needs, it quickly becomes a liability, not an asset. You need contingency plans.
Okay, operational risks, performance and scale.
Second are security risks, which we mentioned but are worth emphasizing. This covers everything from direct cyber attacks targeting your AI systems to data manipulation like data poisoning, and the crucial need to secure the intellectual property that your AI might create or use. Protecting your models and data is paramount.
Security risks, including protecting the AI itself. Got it.
Third is compliance risk. This involves navigating the ever-evolving landscape of data privacy laws and regulatory requirements. Ensuring your AI adheres to laws like GDPR, HEI, or specific industry regulations, depending on where you operate, is absolutely non-negotiable. Fines can be huge.
Compliance, keeping up with the rules.
And finally, fourth, are ethical risks. This tackles some really profound issues, things like bias in AI models, which we talked about with data quality, ensuring transparency in how AI makes decisions. Can you explain why it reached a conclusion? And scrutinizing the sources and nature of the data used for training. Is it ethically sourced? Is it representative? This is where critical thinking truly comes in, making sure our AI solutions are fair, accountable, and aligned with our values and, frankly, broader societal good. Completing a really comprehensive risk assessment and developing strong AI governance policies can help anticipate and mitigate these potential issues.
Operational, security, compliance, ethical risks. A lot to consider there. Which leads us perfectly to the final question in the guide. With all these considerations, the technical, the financial, the ethical, who can help navigate this complex journey? Because it sounds like a lot for any single organization to tackle alone, especially if they're just starting out.
It absolutely is a lot. And the guide stresses the importance of finding the right technology partners for your AI journey. Partners who can truly guide you through the whole process. Strategy, implementation, ongoing support, and beyond. It outlined 5 key qualities to look for in such a partner.
Okay, 5 qualities in a partner. What are they?
First, expertise. Obvious, maybe, but critical. Do they possess advanced knowledge, proven experience, and a genuine commitment to helping businesses effectively implement AI? Have they done this successfully before? Second, an ecosystem. Do they offer a comprehensive portfolio of, ideally, co-designed AI solutions that simplify deployment and scalability? The source mentions how partners can offer comprehensive solutions like Dell Precision AI workstations paired with NVIDIA RTX GPUs. These provide that significant computational power needed for training, fine-tuning, and running AI workloads. The workhorses, basically.
Some proven expertise and a strong ecosystem of tools. Makes sense.
Third, performance. Look for partners who can help you tackle demanding AI workloads with cutting-edge tech like GPU acceleration and specialized AI workstations. Ensuring your models run efficiently and fast is key to ROI. Fourth, longevity. You probably want to work with established technology leaders who will be around for the long haul, someone who will be with you every step of the way, providing long-term support and, frankly, peace of mind as this rapidly evolving technology continues to change.
Performance and longevity. Good points. What's the last one?
And fifth, innovation. Partners should deliver continuous optimization and insights to help you maintain a competitive edge. AI is advancing so quickly, you need a partner who is helping you stay ahead, not just selling you yesterday's tech. They should be innovating alongside you.
Expertise, ecosystem, performance, longevity, innovation. That's a solid checklist for evaluating partners.
Yeah, and the guide illustrates these by mentioning things like software platforms, NVIDIA AI Workbench, and NVIDIA AI Enterprise are named. These offer robust frameworks, development tools, pre-trained models, things that significantly accelerate AI development and deployment. You don't have to build everything from scratch. It also highlights integrated solutions, like the Dell AI Factory with NVIDIA. These combine the infrastructure and the software to speed up the entire generative AI lifecycle. Importantly, this can include professional services, help with strategy, data prep, implementation, even services for rapid prototyping in a pre-validated environment, like a mobile Gen AI lab specifically for retrieval augmented generation or RAG use cases.
RAG, retrieval augmented generation. Can you quickly explain what that means in this context?
Sure. RAG is a technique that helps make generative AI models more accurate and relevant for specific business needs. Essentially, it allows the AI model to access and retrieve information from your company's own secure, specific knowledge base, your documents, your data, before it generates an answer. So the answers aren't just generic, they're grounded in your actual business context and information. It leverages your unique knowledge.
Ah, so it uses your own stuff to make the answers better and more relevant. That sounds incredibly useful. Okay, so what does this all mean for you listening right now? We've just navigated through these 10 essential questions from the ebook. They really seem to demystify the path to AI integration for pretty much any business. It feels like a comprehensive roadmap, not just, a random set of suggestions.
Absolutely. If we connect this back to the bigger picture, it's about understanding that these questions provide a really robust framework. They help diverse teams, technical, non-technical, leadership, get on the same page, align their efforts, and strategically integrate AI. The goal being to achieve those significant competitive advantages we talked about earlier. It simplifies what can feel like an overwhelming task into manageable, actionable steps.
Manageable, actionable steps. That's key. Okay, so here's a final provocative thought for you to chew on as we wrap up. If AI truly is poised to fundamentally reshape industries and job functions across the board, as the stats suggest, what's one specific small step you could take today, maybe this week, to start addressing just one of these 10 questions in your own professional or even personal context? Don't feel like you need to solve all 10 at once. But maybe picking just one area, data quality, identifying a repetitive task, thinking about risks, just exploring one, can be the start of a truly transformative journey. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep digging deeper into this incredible evolving technology.